It is hereby authorized.
Hey, as long as I don't have to do
It is hereby authorized.
I'm here.
Shh. You have the go.
Myron, have you thought about those interrogation devices I suggest?
Someone must do the fighting now.
Focusing.
Time for a tussle.
Your flesh will be most useful.
Get stirred and sighted.
Scouring.
Too late. Can't even take the time help. I'm too young to die. Embrace your end. No, fuck off. Really? Now?
Wisdom. Wisdom.
Delicate art.
Gods, these are not ideal conditions for handling expand bleeding.
That was impressive. I should study your brain.
That's a look at what I've been up to the last 2 days. Second day of the league, I hit level 91. I transitioned to a full movement speed, no damage, heisting build, and it's been great so far. I've been flying through blueprints. I've gotten a few big ticket items already. So in Faustus at the moment, trying to sell, I've got a replica Ferrul's Fur, replica Alberons, and I got a helical ring as well. I can't split it myself, so if no one buys this unsplit, I'll split it myself and sell it later on when I get a second build going. But for now, that's been pretty good. I've also got 18 tempering and 11 tailoring orbs, and I've gotten quite a few divines from the boxes as well, from the curios. So I've had 7 come from the curios, 1 came just off the ground. A lot of raw chaos, a lot of other raw currencies, and I've gotten about 4 or 5 divines worth of stacked decks. Had 1 sacred orb drop, which was a little rude. Never liked to see that. And I had a axe drop from a curio that sold for 7 divines. It was 950 PDPS, which was pretty wild actually. So I've been pretty good so far. A lot of currency coming through. It has been really profitable for me. In terms of the build, we have Witherhail and Rearguard. So this is giving me most of my defenses. So if we look at how Rearguard works, bring up some defenses, we'll see I have all my resistances, all my chaos res as well. My block damage is capped at 75, and my spell damage block is 52%. My Witherhail is 248%. Rearguard gives me 23% chance to block attack damage. So effectively, we take the 23%, times it by 3.48, thanks to the Witherhail, adding 248 increased on top of what's already there. Comes out to 80. Same with the 15 to block spell damage, times by 3.48, you get 52. It's 52. In terms of movement speed, I'd sit around 300% normally when everything's going, so I can really fly through the heist without an issue. The one thing I was struggling with when I first switched was I didn't have spell cascade in. So when I had to protect a rogue, I was only getting 3 walls. It wasn't really doing that much. If we come down here, 3 walls, it doesn't do that great. If we put in spell cascade in, and we give this just a moment to fully refresh, when we cast it, we can fully carpet the layer with the frost wall, protecting the rogue whenever they need to open a door. So frost wall down, enduring cry to taunt them, the enemies, and then you just kind of run away, let the rogue do its thing. When the door's open on the way out, you just leave through it. Async trade, has been the other fantastic thing this league for Heist. If you need to buy blueprints, all I've been doing is coming into Heist filters, setting wings revealed to at least 1, setting the item level to at least 80, and then I've been using gold fee. If you don't put the gold fee in, you run into all of these ones where you still have to whisper them, they have to invite you, then you go to the hideout, same as the old trade website. If you just put in a single gold fee, everything here has to be in a merchant. And we'll just try and have one now. Teleports you straight there, opens up the trade window, and then you can just buy the blueprint. So that has made life so much simpler. What I was doing when I first started Heist was I ran all of the contracts I had on hand. Then I started buying deception contracts and I was running those. And any blueprints I bought, I was fully revealing them first just to try and get everything out of them. At this point, I'm simply buying contracts just like that. I'll buy 60 at a time, fill the inventory. I'll then come down and set all 60 of them up in one go. It takes a while doing that 60 times. And then I just run them all back to back. Get all 60 done. Once that's done, go buy another 60. I found running single wing blueprints to be the best so far, at least for me. In terms of the math, I'm able to buy the blueprints on trade for around 4 to 6 chaos. If I want to reveal them, then I need to buy a deception contract, which is going for 2 chaos at the moment. I need to spend about 2 chaos worth of rogue markers to actually do the reveal at Focano. So that's 4 chaos there. So it's about 4 chaos per extra wing on the blueprint. However, I still then need to actually run the deception contracts first. So I have to take time, and the time it takes me to run a blueprint, I would instead be running a deception contract. So I'm getting half as many blueprints actually done, and I'm getting half the chances of the Grand Curios to try and get the big rewards, since I'm not really getting anything from the deception contracts. I did look into buying fully revealed blueprints, but fully revealed blueprints are going for quite a lot at the moment. If we have 3 out of 3 wings revealed, it's 33 chaos, looking at 11 chaos per wing instead of the 5 chaos on average that I'm paying for single wings. And if you want to get a 4 wing, it's about 11 chaos. If you bump this up to 83 area level, then yeah, some of them were even more before. It doesn't seem worth it to me to get fully revealed. Now, if you wanted to, you could buy single reveal blueprints, run just only deception contracts, reveal these fully, and then sell them. You would make money. It'll be more consistent, and you wouldn't make as much as looking for the big ticket items and the Grand Curios. But it could still be something that you might want to do. A few things I did learn was with the deception contracts, they have no traps on the way out. So you only have to worry about doors or traps or anything as you're going through the contract. Once you get to the end and you grab the item, you can just sprint back out without any issue. So it does make them quite fast to run. Anecdotally, lockpicking contracts did seem to give me more currency, which someone in the comments on my earlier videos suggested it might. I might do some more testing of this later in the league. Again, purely anecdotal and just something I tried to pay a bit of attention to, and it seems to have noticed. When I run blueprints, I'm only opening in order of priority currency rooms, divination rooms, and then gem rooms. The divination rooms give me around 2 to 4 stacked decks per box, so I can get 4 to 8 per room normally, and they're about the chaos each at the moment. And same with the gem rooms. They drop sometimes stacks of 8 to 10 Gemcutter Prisms. Occasionally they get duplicated, and they're also 1 chaos each, so they go for quite a bit at the moment. Pneumatic daggers I found were good to sell. They were going for 30 to 40 chaos before. There's an experimental wand base as well, which was selling for about 40 chaos. So when running these blueprints, typically what I like to do is, once I get in here, take a quick look around, see if I can see any currency or divination rooms. If not, then I'm just going to start opening small chests. Typically, I'm over-sustaining raw chaos doing this. And then any other big drops or divination cards, Gemcutter Prisms, that sort of thing that I get is just extra profit on top.
Stone ring.
So we'll come through here, pick up that. Keep an eye on the alert level so that I don't let it go off. Grab another one, and that's all I'm going to grab. So come down to the end, check these, see if anything in here is worth anything. Not really, so I'm just going to grab that one, and we'll head out. So again, put down the frost wall, I can endure and cry, and I can kind of run around, hide. Just zoom out of here. Shouldn't be too many traps. Another door, frost wall. Wait for it to open. And ooh. And we're out. Nice and quick. About, say, average about a minute per blueprint. Thanks for watching. I won't have a video out for a little bit. I'll be playing the next couple of days after work. Then I've got 2 days where I'm actually away for work, and then I'll be back on the weekend. When I do get back on the weekend, I'm probably going to be re-rolling, starting a new character. I don't quite know what that build's going to be yet, but when I do, I will probably make a video on it, as well as whatever strategy that I'm going to be doing for farming even more currency. So leave a like if you liked the video, put a comment down below if you've got any questions, subscribe to keep up to date, and I'll catch you next time.